Hey there, beard lovers. Welcome back to another episode of Beard Life. Hope the end of the holidays here are treating you well. Got an exciting video for you here today about a problem that every beardsman will encounter at some point. Whether you have a big beard or a big mustache, it's a problem that we all have in common, and that's eating. Obviously, a beard is a great place for things to get caught and get stored, and if that's your thing, if you want to keep food in your beard for later, by all means, go for it. Just don't blame me if you don't have many friends. But, that being said, obviously eating with a beard can be difficult. At the end of the day, your mouth really is not that big, and it is extremely difficult when you have the added effect of hair around your mouth to actually get food into the mouth without getting anything in the beard. You're going to encounter a number of problems when it comes to eating with the beard. Not only food being stuck in the beard, but if you eat something that's got a very strong smell, garlic namely is one, you're going to be smelling like food for a while unless you do a very good job of keeping your beard clean as you're eating, as well as post-meal, pre-meal. You just want to make sure you're keeping it clean if you don't want to be smell. Now, obviously, there are some foods that are easier to eat than others. These include anything that you can eat with a fork that's not covered in sauce. Sauce is probably one of the greatest nemesis to guys with beards and great mustaches, because you're going to bite into something, and no matter what you do, it kind of goes above your lip a little bit, and it's going to get all over your mustache. Unless you trim your mustache, which, of course, that is acceptable as well. And for those of you that trim your mustache, I understand. I understand that you did not want to have issues with your mustache in eating. But some of us like to keep our mustaches long. In my opinion, it looks better. It takes a little bit more commitment, which is a big part of growing facial hair. But it does add an extra obstacle when you're eating. So, things with sauce are going to be your enemy. Ribs, especially, are incredibly difficult to eat without making a mess. Same with soup. Soup is really hard to eat just because it is, again, liquids are extremely hard to eat. However, there are, techniques you can use. Open your mouth a little bit wider. Don't put as much on your spoon or fork or whatever. Don't take as big of bites. These things are all going to help if you're not wanting to get stuff all over your beard. However, it's going to happen. You're going to get stuff in your beard because it's the way things work when you're eating. So my suggestion is become very close friends with napkins, straws, and honestly my personal favorite, wet napkins. The moisturized, sanitation wipes that you can buy at Home Depot or anywhere, grocery stores. They're just wet wipes that they are miracles for beards when you're eating, because not only is it going to clean the food out of your beard, your mustache, whatever is there, it's going to clean that out. It's also going to kind of clean the hairs themselves. You can get scented ones, and these are going to take away any kind of leftover smells that are left by the food in your beard, especially garlic. Garlic is the one food that I say try to avoid with the beard. I say this and it's a struggle for me because garlic is one of my favorite added flavors to food. But if it touches any hair on your face as it's going towards your mouth, you're going to smell like garlic, and it's going to be extremely hard to get rid of that smell because it's garlic, and garlic likes to linger. All this being said, don't be afraid to eat the foods that you really love, because food, I think, is an important part of everyday life. We have to eat to survive. Why not enjoy it? I come from a strong Italian family, and food is very important in old Italian culture, obviously. So don't be afraid to eat the things that you really love. If you like hamburgers, if you like ribs, go for it. Just know that it's going to be messy and it's not going to be easy with a beard. With that, I say eat with people that don't care. Eat with people that aren't going to be looking at you the whole time being like, oh, that's gross, you got food in your beard. Take your friends out. Make sure they know that it's a struggle for you to eat, and you're probably going to get some grief for it at first, but after a while people are going to get used to eating with you. And so when you're eating these really messy meals, go out with somebody that's going to understand the troubles you're going through. This could be another beardsman, It could be a girlfriend, a wife, a significant other, a best friend, a dog. Dogs don't care. Eat with your dog. They'll clean it off for you. Don't do that. That's gross. Anyway, there are different techniques you can use for food. Like I said, finger foods, sauce foods, soups. These are going to be the foods that are hardest to eat. And I have here prepared a great peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And I will demonstrate the best way to eat these. You're going to get a mouthful of mustache. If you have a longer mustache, it's going to happen. Doesn't have to happen every time, and if you train your mustache off to the sides, it actually really helps. But the biggest key with sandwiches, hamburgers, if they're small enough, big mouth burgers, doesn't matter what you do, they're going to be a struggle. But with sandwiches and other finger foods like pizza and stuff, the key is opening your mouth as wide as you can. You might think this looks really weird, but nobody's going to notice because everybody's eating, everybody has to open their mouth to eat, and you have a massive beard around your face. Honestly, when you open your mouth really wide, if you have a big beard, it's not really noticeable. So, yeah, just unhinge and go for it. Yeah. Good stuff. So don't avoid these foods, obviously. Peanut butter and jelly is one of my favorites. I love hamburgers. I don't avoid them. You just have to learn to eat with them. And it's going to take some time, and you'll figure it out. You'll learn some lessons after you pull a few hairs from your mustache out, biting down on something. But you will learn to eat these things, and you'll learn to get over the initial discomfort of having a mouthful of mustache hair. That being said, there are definitely foods and drinks that are friendly to those of us with facial hair. French fries, chips, I say pancakes and waffles and even those sorts of things, even though they do have syrup on them, can be friendly to the facial hair because if you cut a small enough bite, you're able to open your mouth wide enough to get it in. My personal favorite, and there's a reason, is bottled beer. You see, the neck on these are thin enough, it fits right in the split between your mustache. And as many bearded men will attest, beer is one of the greatest inventions known to man. I love beer. I could drink it all the time. So obviously somebody had beards in mind when they made these skinny neck bottles for beer. Hope you all enjoyed this video. I hope it wasn't too much any information. If you have any questions, make sure you shoot them out to me down in the comments. I'll try to answer them in the next video. Any other questions on tips and tricks for food, obviously, feel free to ask me. I'm by no means an expert, but I do have some experience with facial hair and eating. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. See you next time.